What is going on YouTube? Very Tall Midget bringing you another Bloodborne boss battle. Today we are looking at Mergos Wet Nurse. At first she looks very intimidating, but be assured she's really not that intimidating. You might see me botch some things during this fight. It's definitely easy for me to sit here and kind of make fun of myself when I look back at some of this stuff, but the majority of her attacks are very easily telegraphed like this. Giving you that window to come in. So, another easily telegraphed maneuver, and then she stands there for a second and then get out of the way. This one, when it's telegraphed, just get far away. Because all 6 of her arms are flailing. So, when she's doing this, she's going to make the arena dark and she's going to summon a clone of herself. Run. Run. Do not focus on her. Focus on staying alive. So I'm going to show you in this video what worked best for me. Is this, right here. Find the lock and roll away. So the only way to really see her if she's across the distance are the scythes on her arm are illuminated purple. Look for them. If they're getting close, that means she is coming down on you. I got lucky during this part. She did not summon a clone of herself, because when she does, it is a fucking fiasco. Don't know how I got hit there, but whatever. I'm going to just keep rolling and get out of the way. Heal myself up a little bit. The darkness in the arena lasts, I'm going to say, 35 to maybe 40 seconds, 45 seconds tops. I keep fucking up with these health vials. Every time I use one, I get smacked. So as soon as the darkness goes away, she goes back to her normal form. And same thing. Her attacks very easily telegraphed. Come in, force her to make a move, come on in, wait till she's done attacking, and go to town. Unfortunately for me, I spent all my upgrade points in my Tantris, which was probably a big mistake. Well, not probably. It definitely is a mistake. I really have to get up close and personal with bosses. In the long run, I think it made me a better player. Simply for the fact that I didn't have to rely on a very ranged weapon on boss battles. Dealing probably with the shortest melee weapon of all the choosable ones. So, doing some work there. I got a little overzealous and got smacked twice. Almost 3 times. Definitely need to heal up there. Again, it's a very easily telegraphed attack pattern. Unfortunately, if you get overzealous or get too close, before she's done swinging, she's going to swing again at you. Again, when you see her arms go up in the air like that, the 6 arms will be flailing. Don't try to hit her while she's doing that, or else you will get hit, because the scythes swing in every which direction. For anyone confused as to why you see me constantly whipping the Tantris down, it activates it for a little extra damage. So when you see it completely illuminated like that, extra damage is there. And I was too far away from her, and I really missed out on a good opportunity to get a couple more whacks in on her. Now this time she summoned a clone. Fuck me. So, you can see the purple scythe. You know she's coming. The clone can attack you, will attack you, and it will hurt you. It will do the same damage as she does. How I didn't get hit there, I have no idea. But this is the strategy that worked. Do not lock on to either of them. Do not. Literally roll around the circumference of this little circular arena, and you shouldn't get hit. I was able to go, I think I was able to go unscathed. Literally. By just rolling around. Do not lock onto anything, because if you get locked, more than likely the clone or her actual self is going to hit you, and that will not be a good time. So, slowly chipping away at her health. Like I said, the Tantris doesn't do that much damage, but the bolt damage is very applicable to a lot of enemies. Unfortunately, I really didn't understand the upgrade and weapon system early on. I just saw bolt damage. I saw it was the only thing that did bolt damage. So I got a little too excited and put a lot of upgrade points into the Tantris. That's a different point for a different day. There's a very telegraphed attack right there. Good to get 1 or 2 whacks in. The majority of this fight is just repeating. Her attack patterns don't change. Outside of the blacked out arena. And when you're in this, her attacks are always the same. Nothing really changes. She's got the same like 3 or 4 attack patterns. You get them down and learn how to read them when she telegraphs them. This fight is a piece of cake. Again, I got overzealous. I was in front of her for too long. Also, I have a very short melee weapon, as I've said many a times before. If you were watching this video, excuse me, I would recommend using your best ranged weapon as for any other boss battle. So, with that in mind, I hope that advice will make at least one boss battle easier. And I said it in other videos, the trick for the majority of the boss battles is just get out of the way. Wait till they telegraph their attack and get in there. And also you can see that scythe swinging attack really fucked me up. So I definitely got in good there for some damage, and unfortunately she really railed into me there. Again, she's got the clone up, and it hits me, and I'm off to my usual strategy. It worked before, but let's try it again. Constantly just rolling around the circumference of the arena. I did get smacked there. Fortunately, I have a lot of health vials on stock. Still have 10. Always make sure going into a boss battle, you're stocked on health vials. Especially if you're this far in the game, you should probably know what a boss battle arena looks like when you're walking into it. So if you're unsure or you're low on health vials, I would maybe use a hunter's mark and go back to the nearest lamp and buy some, or farm an area that you deem acceptable. The best area for blood vial farming that works for me is the Witch's Abode, and to run backwards and kill the 3 executioners and the 3 villagers. The executioners usually drop 3 or 4 each time. You know, 1 or 2 runs, you'll pretty much have a good deal of health vials back. If you want all of yours, then I would suggest running it a few times. Another thing I would suggest is not getting hit by that attack. As you can see, it does an insane amount of damage, especially because you can't avoid it and you get stunned. And again, I keep stressing that, you know, I have to get very up close and personal with every boss, which leaves me at a major disadvantage. But getting to know the attack pattern of the bosses makes things a little bit easier. Again, her hands went up, I'm dodging out of the way. On a side note, the Bone Marrow Ash outfit that I have on has a pretty good defensive stat. It also has a very high bolt and flame resistance stat as well. So it's overall a pretty good set. I'm currently working on my New Game Plus, so some of the weapons are kind of out there. So she goes in for some of her clones, and I just go to town and use that as the opportunity to finish her off. I'm not going to lie, I was slightly confused here. I was wondering why the arena was still purple. I'm thinking in my head, oh, Jesus Christ, am I going to have to dodge this clone? Because nothing was happening. Apparently, it's part of the game. Apparently, if you kill her while she's summoning her clone, this will just take a couple extra seconds to load up. You will get 1/3 of the umbilical cord as your reward, and you will get the Nightmare Slain. Light the lamp. We're coming to the end of the video. If you like my strategy, if it helped you out, if you've liked any of my other videos, please remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. See you on the next video. Midget out.